Hi guys, this is Lisa, and I hope you're enjoying your Thanksgiving day with your family. And I'm starting on some Christmas tags this afternoon. So I thought I'd take you along on my journey. I picked up these Santa Baby by Prima journaling tags from May May a couple of months ago. They're the 3x4 size, and I just fell in love with them because I absolutely love these soft pinks and reds and green colors. So I wanted to make some tags out of those. So I pulled a Santa out, and I took some brown ink and just distressed around the edges. So for my tag, I used this die from Scrapbooking. Let's see, it's right at 4 inches by 6 1/4. So it's a pretty large tag frame. I cut 2 of those. One is going to be my base, and I cut another one out of white, thinking that I might want to tear or cut a background out of this for my tree to set on. So the star of the show is going to be this Christmas tree. So I paid 99 cents in Cricut because I did not have a big enough die for a Christmas tree. And this particular tree comes in 2 pieces. It gives you the base piece that you can cut in any color, and of course the top piece. So this is what it would look like. So what I did, since we have been focusing on embossing this month, is I cut it out of pattern paper that I just had in my stash, and I used an embossing folder I had in my stash. It kind of looks like ocean waves, but it turns out beautiful on this tree. And so then I just distressed it with some brown. So that's where I am with this. You can see the big difference that that makes. And then here's the brown piece I cut out of the base. And I went ahead and distressed the edges. So all that's really going to poke out is the bottom here of the tree and the star. But for the star, I really wanted to use this brad that I had in my stash. So my plan is to use this instead and kind of trim this down. And then since it's going to be a tag, on the back I'm going to stamp in brown this to and from that comes from the May May Stamps Christmas Insta Wreath, and it's down here on the bottom. And then I had a couple of pinks and red ribbons in my stash. So most of this I already had. So let's get started. This should be a really quick process that I can make a few of them when it comes time to wrap my presents. And y'all, it is getting close. Okay, so first step, we basically have our tag. We want to see where we're going to put this tree and how we're going to assemble it. I think I'm just going to glue the green right on top of the brown, and then maybe, no, I don't even think I'm going to pop it up. I think I'm just going to go ahead and attach it all the way through with the star. But I need this star to be trimmed down because I don't want it to show through. So let's see, let's go ahead and do a little dry run here. I'm going to get my Crop-A-Dile and go ahead and make a hole here right about where I think it needs to land. Just going to kind of eyeball that. Okay, so if this was here and this goes there, yeah, that turned out to be pretty good. I think I can live with that. So I'm just going to trim off these pieces that will show underneath and just going to keep that hole. I guess since you're putting on the tag, you could go ahead and cut the whole thing off, but I just thought I would see if this would work. Looking good, looking good. Just going to trim this down. So I think if I were doing this in a different project, I know that this little technique would work out for me. Pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get my art glitter glue and glue the green tree down to the ground. I just love the simpleness of this, but how elegant that these folders, these embossing folders, brings to this paper piecing. I don't know, it's just really, really pretty. And I'm glad that we had this challenge because I have really been thinking about how I can use my embossing folders and not for the theme you might think it would go for. Like this really, like I said, is supposed to be basically an ocean wave, but that is absolutely not what I used it for, and you really couldn't tell unless I told you that. So what I wanted to do is kind of put this to the side and then put that brad there that actually holds it down. And let's see, with my card here, and then this card, because of the tension, I could pull this in and out that has my to and from on it. So and then have my ribbons and kind of see where I want this. So I want my tree to kind of hang off, and I want to make sure I don't glue my tree all the way down because I want to be able to slide Santa in and out. So on this side, and some of it's going to hang off. So just to get started, I'm going to start my bead of glue here. And then once this kind of dries, I'll be able to see how much more I can add. So I just do not want it to hang off the edge here, and I want to have enough room here. Okay, so once I get that done, so I'm just going to kind of pick it up and add my glue. Give that a good burnish. Let that dry. But I didn't want to get glue on this edge if I could keep from it. Okay, and Art Glitter Glue does a good job of drying fast. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. Awesome. Okay, put the lid back on this. And go back. Now my Crop-A-Dile may not go that far. Oh, yeah, it does. Yay. Oops. Well, hello, you're using the wrong piece, girly girl. Here we go. Yeah. Off a little bit, but that is okay. No one will ever know. Okay. Turn this over, bending that back. There's the star on the tree. Okay, with Santa. And get some brown ink. Stamp this to and from to actually make it a tag, but a pull-out tag. Wonderful. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm gonna let that there in case it needs a little bit of time to dry. And I really like this ribbon, but it's a little too close to the color. And this has got the colors in it, and it also helps that red pop. So I think I'm gonna try this one first. I've already ribbon-tailed one of these ends. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it is in a ribbon tail. So I'm gonna start on this side and make into a loop. I'm gonna come in from the back, push that through, okay, and pull the loop up, pull the tails in here. So I kind of like to do my tags. So I did that because I knew that this was the one I wanted to trim, and this is the one I'd already trimmed down. Try to keep me from doing double work here. So now I'm going to fold this ribbon in half and make my angled cut toward my finger without cutting my finger. Okay, and that makes my ribbon tail. Okay, and then there's my card, or my tag, excuse me. I like it going in an angle like that. Okay, I do think it needs some grounding here, which is what I was wondering. So I had cut another tag the exact same size out of white just to kind of make it like a snowy ground. So that way it will exactly match the bottom if I wanted to tear it. And that's what I'm going to start by doing. I'm going to start at the bottom, tear up, and then back down like this. Okay. And then what, if I don't mess it up, what I like to do then is put this in my trimmer, trim it back off, and then use this piece, the the other cut piece as like another layer. Let's see. But if I turn it like this, we'll see what it would look like. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And it gives me a little bit of dimension. And it gives me a place to ground that tree. Okay, so I think I'm going to glue this in place. So I'm getting my art glitter glue. I'm going to glue this one first, and I'll see if this one is enough. If not, I'll put the other layer. I think this might do the trick, just doing one layer. If not, I wouldn't put glue on the top and I would put it underneath. But that's really, really cute. I think we don't need to fuss any more than that. Really simple but cute tag. So once you kind of have your sizes down and you got your Cricut machine going, you could really mass produce these. It would be cute, and you could use all these different cards that came in with Santa Baby and just make all kind of different tags. So I hope you've enjoyed this project. Please give me a thumbs up, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Thanksgiving day. And in 1 month, guys, it's Christmas. Bye, guys.